Hello, welcome to episode 338. We're going to make an ore detector. Something that we can come along and we can go click and it'll count how many ores there are in an area and show us. That's what we're going to make. So no real description, we'll just get on and build it because it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so we're going to need a couple of objectives. Setup. We will want scoreboard, objectives, add. I want to know if the player has used their carrot on a stick. So that will be of type used carrot on a stick. Only one mistake, not bad. Okay, there we go. I'm going to copy that, control middle mouse, pop it down there, get rid of all of that, and we will have an ore count, which will be a dummy. Done. Better make you chain always active, and let's create those. Let's give ourselves the metal detector. Of give, and what do we want? We want give nearest player carrot on a stick. We want to give it a custom tag so they can only use this detector. We don't want them making their own carrot on a stick. Let's try and spell correctly. Detector true. Done. And now let's make a controller. Okay, let's press that just to make sure I have. First thing I want to do, well, I want this to be repeating, so let's do that first. I want to check if someone has used the carrot on the stick, if that carrot on the stick has the tag, and then if they have, I want to count how many ores are around them. So, we're going to execute as all players, scores equals, used their carrot on a stick equals 1 or higher. So they've definitely used their carrot on a stick. Now, I think that I've put CAOS there, carrot A on stick. So it's nice to catch that now rather than later and get very confused about why it's not working. There we go. Now we're going to do an MBT check. But to get to this MBT check, this score check has to pass. So we're not going to be running this MBT check all the time. We're only going to be running it when they've used their carrot on a stick. And we'll check their selected item. And we want to check if their selected item has a tag, and we want to check if that tag is detector true. And if that is all true, then we'll be executing at that player. We will store the result as a score for that player, their ore count, and we'll store the result of this command. We're going to clone from -1, -1, -1. So for me, if I'm standing here, that's positive Z, that's positive X. So for me, that would be that block there. And we're going to clone to that block there and down into the ground. So we're going to 1, 2, 3. So we've done 1 behind. So we'll do 1 in front. And -10. Okay. And where are we going to clone to? Well, to get that, we just take these lowest values. So we've got X -1, X1. -1 is lower. For the Y, we've got -1, -10. -10 is lower. And for the Z, -1 and 1, -1 is lower. Okay, and we're going to filter it. This is going to be the block we're looking for. So I could say iron ore. But then we're going to end up with a metal detector which only detects iron ore, which is why I've not called this a metal detector. I've called it an ore detector, because we are going to search for all ores. That is a list that Minecraft has inside of all the ores. So that's lapis, that's emerald, iron, gold, all the ores. Now, if you're using a data pack, you can make your own list here and search for any blocks you like, which is pretty nice. And we're going to do a force. Okay, done. Then we can see if that's working. Let's do a reset here and reset the used carrot on a stick score. Let's do that. Let's turn that on. And then what we can do is scoreboard, objectives, set display, sidebar, or count. And we've got some ors. Let's give myself a thing. Boink. So let's use it here. Or count of 0. Or count of 1. There we go. Or count of 1. Or count of 2. Or count of 3. 3? That's very strange. I can only see 2. Ah, there's a sneaky diamond hiding down there. Okay, so that's definitely working. Now let's do something based on the scores. So I'm going to control middle mouse and copy that. And I'm going to have a space to play a message, play a sound. So let's move that to there. And we'll have another blank block. So this is going to be play a message. If we play a message, we want to play the sound, so we can make this one conditional. Right. So let's have a look at what we've got. We've got the or count. Yes. This will be play a message. This will be play a sound. And this is the reset. Okay, let's add another reset as well. So let's control middle mouse copy this. And we'll reset the or count. Okay, right, let's play a sound and a message. So execute as any player whose scores equals, they've used their count on a stick, so that's 1 or higher, and their or count equals 0. Now, we don't have to check the NBT of the item, because the only way they can get an or count score is to use the item that had the NBT detector true tag on it. So we don't have to do that NBT check again. Cool. What should we do? Let's run title at S. Yeah, action bar. We know it's 0, so we can just hard code a message here. We'll have text and color. Text will be or count 0. And we'll have a color. Well, it's failed, so let's have red. Error, red. Done. Or count 0. Now, if I go over here and do it, we should get no result. Yeah, nothing happens there. Okay. Now, let's play the sound. So let's go back in here and copy this beginning bit. Scores equals use count on a stick 1 or count. Yeah, let's copy all of that. Let's paste that in here. But this time we're going to add at S, run, play sound. I want a sort of boop, which is always a note block if you're going to be using that sort of boop. Bass will do, I think. We'll play it on the master channel, at that person. Full volume. We want to pitch it right down so we get a low boop. I'm going to do that again. Boop. There we go. We're enjoying doing that. Okay, let's try that. There we go. And it won't do anything if we're actually on the or. Yeah, cool. Okay, so now we've done something if the count is 0, but now we need to do something if the count is 1 or higher. So I think I'm going to clear my chat. I think I'm going to clear my inventory. I'm going to take these 2 blocks. So this is message if 0, sound if 0. I'm going to want message if not 0, sound if not 0. So let's move these along too. And let's take them out. So that should be our reset, yep. And that should reset the or, yep. Let's get a fresh empty blocks and put them in. And we'll make that one conditional as well. Okay, so let's copy this if 0 message and paste it in here. And let's just change it so it works if it's not 0. Used count on a stick? Yes. Or count. 1 or higher. Run title action bar or count. Well, we don't know that it's 0 now. Well, we know it's not 0. So let's get rid of that. And we've got a result. So let's say dark green. So we've got a nice green color. But we want to also say how many ors we found. So, well, here we have 1 element. We need a list of elements. So let's turn this into a list with some square brackets. And let's create another element. And here we will check the score. Okay. So speech marks, colon. This is going to be scores. We want score or scores? Just score. Just score. That's what we want. If I'm wrong, we'll put an S on in a minute. Okay, where do I want to get the score from? I want to get the score from someone's name, but I'm not going to use a name. I'm going to use a selector. So we'll do @s. That's the person running this command. And what objective? Which score do you want? I want their all count, please. All count. Done. Let's get another one of those. F3D, clear the chat. Okay, we've got an all count of 2, all count of 3. That's working. Let's do the sound. Grab that sound and change it to a bit more of a happier ping sound. All count equals 1 or higher then. 1 or higher. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, let's change this bit. I don't know, bit will do. And we'll change the pitch. We'll pitch it right up instead. There we go. So, any alls here? No. Any alls here? Yep. There we go. Okay. Any extra information to add? As I said, this bit here, if you're using a data pack, you can create your own list of blocks to check for. Doesn't have to be yours, could be anything you like. If you're also using a data pack, you could create a macro, and these numbers here could be based on a macro. So you could check, as the player levels up their ore detecting, it could search deeper and deeper and deeper. That's an interesting idea. If we go on to data packs, I say when we go on to data packs, we'll probably do that. Some simple little things like that. Anyway, that's it for now. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you soon. Take care.